taxing rainwater. I know it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what the state of Maryland is doing, creating a flood of outrage. With more on this, Laura Newman, the Anne Arundel County executive who has opposed the law. Boy, I hope I said that right, Laura. Thanks for coming on the show tonight. You said this is a bad idea. Tell me about this tax. Who proposes this kind of thing? Why?
Well, it started with the EPA. They passed a mandate, and then our state legislature and our governor took it up and thought it was a good idea that Maryland be in the lead on imposing this new tax.
How does
this,
it work?
This, of course, follows another tax. I mean, this is our second tax on water in the last couple of years.
How would it work?
The way it works is that basically they've passed it down. The state legislature passed a mandate that the top 10 jurisdictions in the state of Maryland be taxed, and we pass it down to the county residents.
All right, but taxed how? So I have a house and it sits on about an acre of property. What would I see?
Well, they require that each county set up its own tax and that that structure be determined by the county council. So each of the 10 jurisdictions have a different tax rate for their citizens and businesses. It's a mess.
Well, it sounds like a mess. So essentially the amount of rainwater that is outplaced by my structure, my building, my house, I get taxed for that. Is that the way it works?
That's the idea. They're thinking that the amount of impervious surface on your property, meaning your roof, your driveway, your home, will determine the amount of tax that you pay.
I'm telling you, that sounds like a ton of dough. I mean,
well, it is.
What kind of money can they raise with this? And boy, they get hooked on that money, they're going to want even more.
Well, you know, I have this saying that you can't have a new tax every time you want to fix something. I mean, that just seems to be the recurring theme in Maryland.
So
we've had 40 tax increases in the last 7 years, and this tax alone is intended to raise $14 billion by 2025.
You've opposed this, and next year the Maryland House Republicans are going to try to get this thing repealed. How likely are they to be successful?
Well, some of those House Republicans actually voted for the tax, but now there is a movement underway to get it repealed.
So they're having second thoughts now? Did they hear from a lot of their constituents?
I do believe the constituents have been outspoken on this issue. I think my veto was the lead in helping folks understand that this tax is really an unfunded mandate and it's unfair to the citizens of the top 10 counties in Maryland.
Does this also apply to businesses? So if you have a shopping center with a big parking lot, are you paying big taxes on that too?
Absolutely. We have businesses in our county who have spent millions of dollars remediating stormwater on their properties, and they are still receiving tax bills in the hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Wow, 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 wow. As a homeowner, what kind of bill could you be? Give me an idea. We see single-family homes here, 85 to 175. Is that dollars, or would I see possibly more?
Well, I live in a single-family home, and my tax is $170 a year. Now, they did slow down the phase-in for the first few years, but it never sunsets. So this is a tax that goes on forever.